Ladies and gentlemen, we're delighted to welcome our matchday sponsor today, Bradley Scott Windows. It's always great to see them, and here they are, just down there, Andy. We do hope they enjoy the hospitality today. Thank you so much for your sponsorship, as always, and obviously one of our club sponsors as well. As always, our manager, Andy Morrell, is here to talk us through today's lineups and answer a few questions. So, kicking off, Andy, today's lineups, please.
Afternoon, everybody. Okay, so we go, we've got Sean Rowley. Back four, we've got Andy Burns and Steph Morley, right back, left back. And then two centre halves as Luke Jones and new signing Joel Kettle starts. Two centre midfielders in Ellis Deeney and Alman Verma. On the right, we've got Zach Cotwicker. On the left, we've got Darryl Knight. And up top, we've got Connor Taylor and Brad Reed. On the bench, we've got Charlie Shaw, Dexter Walters, Theo Wharton, new signing, Drew Ricketts, and the other one, I've not written his name down. Another.
I'm sure he's a talent player.
Yeah.
A great win at Bradford last week. I don't know about you, but I wasn't there, but I was following it on Twitter, and I was getting really nervous towards the game. What was it like watching that as a manager?
I nearly had him out of hair as you had. One of those, we were comfortable 4-1, and the last 10 minutes we could see the goal and becomes a little bit nervy, and then another, I didn't think it was a penalty, I thought it was a bit harsh on Drew. But you're just looking to try and play out time really. You played 6 or 7 minutes extra time, but thankfully we came out on top, and it was a really, really good 3 points at the end of the day.
He put 3 points, a team above us in the league, so he got us close to them as well, and he puts us level on that 7th spot with Kidderminster, I think it is, in terms of the playoff places. So it's a really, really important win to give us that bit of memento going to the Christmas period.
Yeah, we were a bit disappointed with the draw with Southport the week before, but I think our away form has been really good recently, and we were able to take the game to them. We got an early goal which helped, and they were the form team of the league, to be fair, and to go there and win 4-3 is a very, very good result, and a big shot in the arm, if you like, for the next 3 over Christmas, hopefully.
And another success story, as you've already mentioned, Drew already, Drew Ricketts from the under-21s, put in a man of the match performance, voted by Bradford themselves. So again, another success story, and shows the value of the under-21s for us.
Yeah, massively. It was drafted in really late on. He only trained with us a couple of times, and to be fair to him, he was a bit nervous going on. I think he didn't expect to go on, but needs must. We just threw him in. We thought he'd do all right, and he certainly headed it. He booted it, and was very, very good. And I've managed to bring in Joel, so he's probably a little bit unfortunate not to be starting this game, and we'll speak to him about that. But I just felt that with 4 out of 5 centre halves injured, especially over Christmas, we've got to bring something in and a bit of experience too, and that's what Joel will bring.
We just don't have joy with centre halves at the moment, with sort of 3 out injured, when you thought you'd probably got great cover, with people fighting for the places. It's having to go out and get a lone player in.
Yeah, well, we had 5 plus Drew, to be fair, and we had Jack Lane go down with an ankle, we had Sam Coulson go down in the last game, and then we had who's the other one? Regan do his hamstring in training, so that's 3. We've got Louis Eswelli out on loan, who's done his hamstring as well, so that's 4 out of our 5, and that was one position I felt we had really good competition for places, but unfortunately these things happen in football, and you just have to go and find somebody that will do a job for us for a month, and we'll take it from there.
And lots of activity this week, sort of a hive activity on Twitter yesterday with the popping up with new signings. So tell us a little about the 2 players you brought in. Joel, you said from Solihull Moors, and Theo from York City. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, Joel's he obviously played for Rushall for a few years, and very combative, experienced centre half who's played lower league football for most of his career, and had an opportunity to go to Solihull with Liam MacDonald, and took the opportunity. Played a lot of games early in the season, but change of manager changed his fortunes. So he wasn't in the team, they've gone full time, so he can't train. And so it's one of those, he finds himself out of the team and not training. So we had him in this week, and things fell for us right. They were able to put the centre half in, and it enabled us to free him up and bring him in. It's a timely boost for the lads as well. And Theo's one he's not been involved up there, he's ex-Cardiff, and He's a very, very good footballer, cultured footballer, athletic, gets about the pitch and plays as a sitting midfielder one really, really well. And we felt that we could bring him in because we've got two good midfielders at the moment. We've got Charlie on the bench. But I just felt we just could do with another body really in there just to help, especially if we're going to go to three in midfield at times where we might do over the Christmas period. He'll be a great addition, and that might enable us to release Ellis a little bit higher up the pitch and see what he's got in his locker up that end.
And team builder helping you at all?
Yeah, massively. We were able to go to them the other night and ask for a little bit of help towards Theo, and they've come up trumps again. They're a fantastic organisation. They've helped us out massively this year in getting the likes of Verma over, Regan a new deal, etc.
Yes.
So please stick your money in with them because it goes straight to our squad and it helps massively.
Fantastic. So it's great to see them doing that and bringing in Theo from York City. And also Curtis has signed on the dotted line, or you've let him go to Nantwich full time now?
Yeah, we decided at the end of his month that we had with him that Steph was doing okay and he wasn't going to play, so we just thought he'd get being injured and not getting that much football. So let him go to Nantwich and play some games, which he's done. He's had a month or so there, and he's done relatively well by all accounts. But with the amount of injuries we've had, I felt that it was time to bring him back and get him back involved with us, because I think it would give Steph another kick up the backside, and it's also somebody else that can play in front of him if we're playing a four in midfield. And but he decided that he was playing and involved in that, which is half an hour down the road for him, and they offered him more money, and it's one of those. It's right, see you later, done, job done, and he's not coming back.
Okay, so disappointed about that. But that's football, I suppose.
Exactly.
So when we last spoke, you were talking about a striker. Is that off the agenda or still on the agenda?
It's certainly on the agenda. I just think that I've got Zach that can play there, I've got Connor that can play there, who's doing very, very well at the moment. I've got Brad that's itching and chomping at the bit at the moment. I've got Cal that can go up there. I've got people around it that can play that position if we're staying in the same formation. So Knightsy as well can play up there. So I'm not too in much of a rush to do that, but definitely still on the agenda to try and get one in January if we can.
Great. Now, as we sort of move on to today's game, we've got a massive 3 games now, and 9 points out of that will be absolutely amazing and get us sorted for into the new year for the playoffs. You must be chomping at the bit to get those results, because they are winnable games, aren't they?
Well, yeah, and that's what we've tried to stress in training. But I think all 3 all come down to our desire and our graft, our hard work. Because I think as footballers, we've got better footballers than the 2 teams we're coming up against. But if we don't do the basics and all the bits that are the horrible bits of football, then we won't win. And Leamington today, they've got more points away from home than at home. They're feisty, they'll get around you. All of his Paul's teams are not nice to play against. They make it very hard for you, and they counter very quickly. So we're going to have to be bang at it to get something. But hopefully, if we can get an early goal, we'll calm us down a little bit. But I've said the first 5 minutes is key today for the game, and if we go out and do the right things in the first 5 minutes, that'll stand us in good stead.
We certainly wish you all the best with that. And I understand you got a different hat on last night. You were doing a bit of radio commentary for Coventry City. How did that go?
Yeah, just a form of players I got invited to do. I can't do it normally. It's a Saturday or a Tuesday normally games. But they had a Friday night game last night, so I ended up going on the Warwick and Coventry radio and doing the co-commentary. Loved it. Brilliant, great game, very entertaining game. Nice to see a few familiar faces as well.
Oh, great, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Now, while you're here, we'd just like to make a couple of presentations, if that's okay, because in the room we have 2 of our club sponsors here. We'd like to make Andy to make a presentation. So I wonder if I could have Mr. Farrington, please, to come up, and Mr. Rowe as well, please, from Bradley Scott Windows and John Clark Transport Limited, because we'd like to present them with their shirts, which are frame shirts, which they'd like to accept from the club. In fact, these are for the season. This first one is for Andy Farrington. I don't know if anyone's taking a photograph of this position. It's almost as big as Andy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. and also as a thank you to Andy Rowe.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
We get better in the front room.
Thank you.
I've never seen shorts in a frame before. That's fantastic. Very good. Good one, Andy Morrell. Round of applause.